Have you ever had an experience where your mental health shifted? And could you tell me about that experience?
Yes, I definitely have. I was speaking a minute ago about the Her project and that coming out of a hormonal shift for me.
Mm.
I was going through perimenopause and my hormones just, it's like being a teenager all of a sudden. You're like, whoa, what happened? And I was manic and I wasn't sleeping and then I got paranoid. And the thing that brought me back to myself was hormones. I started taking some low dose hormones for it was just a couple weeks, and it shifted down regulated me, and I was able to get back. Years ago, previously too, I was in a relationship with a long term relationship with someone that was not healthy. And during that time, I got so depressed that I really needed to be on antidepressants. And man, once I found the right one, it took a minute. Once I found the right one, it was life changing. Suddenly I was like, oh yeah, I'm out of this. And then I'm out of here. It shifted me out the door. And that's where I needed to go, out the door. Yeah.
Nice. I appreciate you sharing that experience. Also, like being transparent about like having medication for like the antidepressants and the hormone.
Yeah. Sometimes medical intervention can make a world of difference. Even diet change can make differences. Like I feel better now when I'm not eating a bunch of sugar, and it's a new process for me. But yeah, those things are important. Diet, exercise, sleep,
Mm.
all huge.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
So, what would you say your relationship to your mental health is like today?
Oh, my mental health is pretty good. It's very important to me. I do a lot to support my mental health, including surrounding myself with people who love and support me and taking time off to be outside in nature and just being slow sometimes is really, fast is slow is fast. I I have mantras that come back to me sometimes when I'm like "Shh," and then I'm like, wait a minute, slow is fast. Like it's not gonna get done any faster if I'm in chaos mode. Um, so yeah, it's just so important that I can't ignore it. It's just a part of my daily.
Thanks. Thank you. What influences your relationship to your mental health?
What influences my relationship? I think all those things that I was just talking about. Actually, the one that I didn't mention a minute ago is dance. When I'm very embodied. I do a lot of movement just to move energy out of my body or into my body. I do conscious, ecstatic dance style where I'm just like moving to the music, and it's such a big relief for me and release that I can just be in my body and reset what I'm thinking by my movements, like do chaotic stuff. And actually, in the kitchen the other day, I did a knife dance. Yep, I was chopping vegetables, and then I was like, "This is a big knife." I was like, "I'm chopping other things," and then I don't know. I just really got into this knife dance thing. And I was a warrior, and I was this, and I was that, and then finally, I was like, "No, I don't like the violence part of it." Like I'm just gonna go back to chopping my vegetables. So those little play moments for me are really important. And being out in nature is really important. So,
Yeah. Um, Or what would you do if you did not need to heal?
If I did not need to heal, I would do the exact same thing. Um, yeah, I would continue to dance and have my support system and be out in nature because I love all of those things. You know, those things attract me for a reason. And, even when I'm not in healing mode, I still want to do those things. So,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm like, holy shit, like that just blew my mind. Dang it. Like we should do what we love to do regardless of the necessity to heal or not.
Yeah. The healing is just like a fringe benefit,
Nice.
right? Yeah.
I can dig it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Was that the last question? Okay.
Yeah, that's the last question for the mental health episode.
Okay. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you.